Alright guys, welcome back. It's been a hot minute since we've done a video on the on the LS Nasty YouTube channel, but I'm here today just to answer a few questions. I made a post on my Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I'll link it somewhere over here, up here, somewhere on the screen. And yeah, so follow me on Instagram. It's gonna be uncut. I'm sitting here in front of my computer. I have got a bunch of stuff shipped out. I just want to address the shipping stuff. If you have an order that's like extremely late, I have noticed there are some flaws in the way I do the shipping stuff, and especially with this greater volume, I'm struggling to keep up. And it's difficult on many different aspects of it. So moving forward, I'm going to use other people to fulfill it. So you're going to be seeing 3 to 5 day ship times, ship to arrival time, somewhere in there. And we just kind of go from, I mean, that's pretty much just it. It's kind of like set in stone at that point. Right now, I do everything myself with the help of Logan or the help of Alora or whoever comes here to help out. Fold shirts, package them, get them out, and do everything like that. So I just wanted to address that. I've been doing really well with not missing any orders. If you have, I think I've had one that was missing one hat, and I had one that got returned to me because the people put the address in wrong. But if it's taking a while, I apologize. It wasn't really, I thought I could handle this quantity, but I really can't handle this quantity. So that's what we got going on. We got other giveaways coming up in the future, so we are going to be doing that. And we're just going to keep on rolling. The goal is to build it up and be able to give you guys like a legitimate badass, like, my goal, I think, would be, how badass would it be to give away a 4-second race car, and when the person comes, picks up, saying, we're going to go to Glot, we're going to show you how to drive this thing. Yeah, that's it. Also, I don't have Corona at this point in time, or I don't even want to say that on camera and jinx myself. So we're just not, I don't like talking about it. It's a very scary thing to me, but we are doing our best here to practice social distancing. Hope everyone's staying safe and well through this pandemic that we have going on. And I feel like being that I have these channels where I can produce content, it is my duty to get you guys as much content if you are practicing shelter in place or whatever it may be. So let's see what we got going on here in the Q&A for I did it on Instagram, and it's pretty good. So first we got Victor. Are you going to get gapped by his Instagram name, but we'll just call him Victor. Victor from Bradenton Motorsports Park. Unfortunately for him, I am not going to get gapped. If he wants the smoke, he can get the smoke. The black sheep would just tear him apart, and we're just going to leave it at that. Don't want to, I love Victor and I love Bradenton Motorsports Park. If you guys have never been there, you really do need to check it out. It's an awesome facility, awesome track, and it's really fun. It's a great, every time I go there, it's a great event. Track prep killer, by the way. The Black Phil. Why are your front teeth so big? And he's calling me. Hey. Smithfield, yeah, that works. I got a question for you. I'm filming a video right now answering the Q&A. Do you think I have big front teeth? Is that... that's the Black Phil built side of the shop agrees that I have big teeth. Is that what you're saying?
Do you not remember when I put in that video when you were walking from the other side of the track and you almost died in Fayetteville? And I was like, God, I can see your teeth over there, and I was like 100 feet away from you.
Okay. Noted. Noted. Alright, that's fine.
Is my rent gonna go up because of that comment?
No, your rent's actually gonna go down because you're evicted.
What do you want for Smithfield?
Get me a barbecue platter with beans and slaw.
Alright.
Thanks.
No problem.
Alright, back to our regularly scheduled video. We got Jared from Australia, who's, I think, in self-quarantine over there. Do you miss me? Yes, we miss you. It's fun going to the track and hanging out with you guys. Six Gun Sled. What vehicles are you taking to Cletus and Cars? So, as of now, they just rescheduled the Cletus and Cars. It's supposed to be on the 4th, but with all this going on, they rescheduled it. We're going to take the Burnout truck, the Discount Dragon, which is also going to be like a race truck once it's done. It's going to have a multi-function vehicle. And then we're probably either going to take Eddie Murphy or the Bad Apple. That'd be what we take. Let's see here. Notorious Notch, are you keeping the Black Sheep hydraulic roller? This is a popular question. I've got a couple of emails about people asking about this, and the answer is yes. It is going to stay hydraulic roller. We are going to go after the hydraulic roller record. We're building a proper race engine per the guys at Dart. Dart Machinery helping us out. They're supplying us with a block, some rods, and Texas Speed is helping out with the crankshaft. So a bunch of great companies helping us out. We're getting everything sent back up to TKM, your #1 machine shop in the world. They know the trick to going fast. They are the experts. We're going to build a proper race engine at this point in time that is still going to be hydraulic roller. Sending the Johnson lifters back, getting them checked out, and Black Sheep camshaft going in there again. And it's that badass. I mean, we have a Black Sheep camshaft in the Silverback Z06 has a Black Sheep camshaft. So we're, I believe it's an awesome camshaft, and it's just kind of one of those things where custom spec camshaft that works really well that we decided to bring to the public, and a bunch of people have bought it. I think a bunch of people are happy with it, and if you have it in your car and you haven't fired it up yet, you're going to be happy with it. So the answer to that question is yes, we are staying hydraulic roller, and yes, we are going to go after that record, and yes, I feel like we can get it. Coyote_twin turbo. This is a BPF customer, by the way. Would you rather be attacked by a horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses? I'm gonna have to go with 100 duck-sized horses, because if I get attacked by a horse-sized duck, you know, one strike from that duck and you could be dead. Where you have a fighting chance of killing these 100 duck-sized horses. I mean, if you got quick feet, you can kick a bunch of them, and the rest of the pack can catch what you're putting down. You know, this guy's unloading a can of whoop ass on our fellow horse-sized ducks, duck-sized horses. Sorry, and that'd be a bad day. Anyways, all right, on to the next one. From Tal_James. I wonder who this could be. Let's see. Do you even zoom me as hard as James? The answer to this question is yes. I might even zoom me harder than James, because I have built these zoomies, and this is gonna be my hitch. I'm gonna hang on to this. I built them from the flange all the way down. James built some badass zoomies, but he only built like half of the badass zoomies because he got a header and cut the collector off. So James, you're half zoomy having ass, I got you there. All right. From my buddy Aaron, I went to like elementary school, high school with, good buddy, car guy. Humility check. You still remember that time you spun out into a field trying to drift? Yes, with the original Camaro, I tried to drift it and I spun out into a wet field, and thankfully it got me out of there, but yes, I did that. From my mom, do you miss your mom? Yes, I miss my mom. Love you, Mom. From Chris, keep it G for the kids. Yes. I've slipped up lately. I've been slack. I've cursed too much. I said GD in a couple videos. I didn't mean it. I don't ever mean to be negative or rude or non-G. But I'm keeping it G in all the videos. Less cursing. Unless Devin's in a video. If Devin's in a video, it just is what it is. He's going to curse and just block your ears. Alright. Jason Harris. How did you get such a nice looking girl with such an old dad body? Thank you for that. I take that as a compliment. Really what I did is I looked at you and I said, if I can turn my body into what this guy looks like, I might have a chance. So I created a junior dad bod, or the senior dad bod, and it worked. From Send It Steve, what's Alora's favorite hoodie? Steve, Alora's favorite hoodie is your hoodie. Solely because all of the shirts and everything I make are black, and she doesn't like wearing black all the time, so she wears your gray hoodie that has an inferior design to the rest of mine. But thank you for letting her steal that from your box when it was sitting in our shop. Sup, Steve? What's going on? Oh, can't read that. Stumpy Fast Racing. We're gonna skip that question. This is from Luke. Would you ever build a diesel race truck? Honestly, I probably wouldn't. I have no desire. I drive a diesel truck. I love it. I don't think the diesel stuff being fast is as cool, personally. I think the X275 diesel car, the Nova, is badass, but not my cup of tea. That's just not what I do. I'm the LS guy. We try to do the Hemi stuff. Chris is a Ford guy, so we dabble with the Ford stuff. That works out. That's kind of where we live. LS 8.2 deck, maybe travel into the 9.5 deck stuff, but we're staying, you know, LS nasty. No diesel stuff here. Any plans on putting a 315 on anything or trying to run RVW? At this point in time, no. If someone's like, hey, I have an RVW car, I'd love to bring it to you guys and you guys maintain it and race it and test it, we entertain that. But as far as us building an RVW car, no. That's for what I can do and what we can do here. I don't think that is the best strategy for us. The small tire stuff, 28s, Carolina no time stuff like that, is it works out really well. It's fun, it's realistic, and a lot of people don't realize, but a lot of dudes can do it at home. So yeah. If I ordered everything for my 6-liter and sent it to you, could Ben put it together? 1300 horsepower street car. So yes, Ben kind of has a little side gig that he does after hours here, where he will like wire up your car, he'll build your motor, do stuff like that. I know he's got a couple of customers and that's just Ben's deal. Ben's really, really good at like the fit and finish stuff. Like you bring the car, everything's done, he'll plumb it up, wire it. He's really good at building motors. Yeah, I mean that's kind of Ben's thing. So if you have any requests or you'd like Ben to do that, send me a DM. We don't really have customers here at LS Nasty. We do a little bit of work. We're very selective in what we do, because I say we're not a shop open to the public, but we're selective. If someone, you know, we did on my buddy's car, we just did a DOD delete kit and that went really smooth, had that thing done in a day. So that's kind of where we are, and yeah. What's the cheapest way to make 700 horsepower? Stock bottom end 6-liter 5.3 with a camshaft and turbo. When am I going to finally line up against the cow? Built or blown bullets. Matt, you guys seen his car? It's a turbo 2-valve. You don't want any smoke with the cow, so let's just leave it there. Did anyone touch the bumper yet and get that money? No, no one has touched the bumper yet and got the money. I think with everything going on, not a lot of people have come down here. How do you like, or what do you like better, PA or North Carolina? I think I like North Carolina a little bit better. My people are all around here, so I kind of like that. Next track day, we don't know when we're going to the track next with everything going on, so unfortunately we can't say that. If it wasn't YouTube, where do you feel you'd be in life? I'd say somewhere similar. YouTube was kind of, I love the car stuff, and I did YouTube because of that. I didn't do the car stuff because of YouTube. You'll see a number of people that do YouTube just to make money or just for stats. I do YouTube because I love it, because I've met a bunch of great people, I've met a bunch of great friends. It has brought so many people together, and it's just like, for me, it's just like a life experience. I personally, I'll say this right here on this channel, I don't make a ton of money off this. My bank account stays very small. It doesn't have a bunch of zeros in it. It stays the same as when I worked a job where I got paid $10 an hour. It does now. Everything that I make gets reinvested back into YouTube so I can make better videos. It goes into some costs just to do all this, and that's just kind of how it is. How old are you and Ben? I don't know if Ben's in here or not. Ben, I think, is 23 and I'm 26. Wes is 25. How do you make a leaf spring truck 60 foot at the track? We'll find out, because Colorado's on leaf springs. I have no idea about anything leaf spring stuff. Brown sugar or boosted rooster, which one do you miss more and why? I miss the boosted rooster because the boosted rooster really was the start of LS Nasty. We went and we got it one day, and that was pretty much the start of it. We pulled an all-nighter, put an intercooler on it, and working on it in the shop, getting it running. And at that night in my garage, me and Wes were sharing. We lived together at the time. We still live together. I pay him rent. He's my landlord. Unbelievable, terrible landlord. Power always going off. Unreal, unreal. Refrigerators need a water filter for days, months. Still hasn't changed. But we were at the house, and Ben came over, Chris came over, and we pulled an all-nighter working on it, and that's when LS Nasty became a thing, just kind of as a joke, and then it evolved from there. So just like Apple and Amazon, everything happens in the garage and starts in the garage. When do you think the carbon fiber duct will be done? I'm hoping sooner than later. With all this going on, Jason's going to be spending some time in the shop. It's got a lot of work to do, but I just think, you know, we stay on it, we can get it done. Hopefully by the end of this season, get it fired up, maybe shake it down a little bit. Really, for what we're doing, because we travel to Florida a lot, there is no off season. So, have you guys street raced ever? And if you did, why? I think like kind of all of us grew up like street racing. That's kind of where we all started. And then it just kind of got more serious. Then we all kind of smartened up and got to the point where it's like, hey, let's actually go to the track instead of doing this on the street. What's a show you can watch over and over? Rick and Morty, big Rick and Morty fan. Family Guy, The Office. Those are like my 3 big ones. Will you build a quarter-mile car? At this point in time, nothing serious like what we do now. I just have no desire to run quarter mile. I'd run quarter mile to run World Cup, but that's about it. And I probably wouldn't even enjoy it as much as just run the 8th mile. Buy a drag car or build one of your own. What's your opinion? So I've been able to do both. I bought plenty of drag cars, and I'm building one myself. If you guys can't tell, building it takes a whole lot longer. I'm like almost into year 2. But I'm about like year 1.5 of building the salted chicken. If you're looking, it's definitely going to be cheaper to buy something built and just upgrade it along the way. 5.3 or 6-liter nitrous build. How about no nitrous build? Just put a turbo on it and you could do either. I hope you're doing well. Still funny seeing you guys go down my dad's road on YouTube. We only do it on privately closed roads if we do anything on the road. What got you into racing? I've been into cars my entire life. What was your first ET on the drag strip? My first ET was like a 14.5 at Fayetteville in the original cow. So, top 3 biggest pet peeves. Black Phil. He's one of my pet peeves. Wow. White Phil is my 2nd pet peeve, and Black Built Performance is my 3rd pet peeve. Wow. Just kidding. Love you guys. Favorite vehicle of all time? I have to say an F-body 99 Trans Am. I like them. I don't know. I like them. What's your favorite build that's been on the channel? I kind of like the Colorado build because it's something different and no one's done anything like it before. So, yeah, and it's got a blower car, so you can imagine all the throttle wax we're about to do. Do you own that shop? Yes. Myself and Chris, we are tied into many different businesses together. Between this, Mobile Vision, and John Dock Recovery, my storm recovery business. Chris has been a great mentor in business and great partner in business. He is very influential in the apparel side of this, and I call him our creative director because I make content videos every day, but when we come with a good idea, doing a giveaway, doing kind of like an experience, that kind of comes from Chris. He's like, hey, let's try this, and he suckers me into it because I said, no, I don't want to do it, and he's like, well, if you don't do it, I'm gonna do it, and then I end up doing it, and Chris never let me wrong. Great mentor in business and life to have, and very thankful to have him, and he's a decent driver. Decent. He's okay. I taught him everything he knows. How's quarantine? Trying to do as much stuff as we can, but as it gets further and further along, it seems like we're gonna have to take this quarantine stuff more seriously. Because as of right now, we're still trying to operate on a normal basis and just get work done because we do have to do work because the bills keep coming. So. Let's see, would 800 to 1,000 horsepower in a well-rounded setup be competitive in small tire radial classes? It'd have to be a very light car and have to be like a marginal track. If you go to a very good track, you're just going to get run over horsepower. But, I mean, you make 1,000 horsepower in a light car, like a very light car, you can be competitive. I mean, sometimes it's just all about getting A to B. And if you can do that, as you can see, we didn't in the last race, and we ended up getting out first round and blowing a motor. So it's all about getting A to B from what I'm learning. Lube or no lube? Really inappropriate. Will you ever participate in cash days, any type of racing in Mexico? Honestly, I have no desire to run in the street like that. That's not like, I don't have a lot of practice in it. I don't do it a lot. I don't think about it a lot. I don't learn anything about the setups of how to do anything on a non-prep track. So it would have to take a lot of time and all that stuff. Why is my funny car faster than your Nova? It's funny because it's not. So we're just gonna leave it there. Well, I think we're gonna wrap up this video. 20 minutes of just uncut me talking. You guys, I know you're not driving around because we got this shelter-in-place deal going on. So hopefully this took 20 minutes of your day and was a bright spot in it. Other than that, we got the giveaway still going on. So you can win the Corvette. It's out getting wrapped right now, so it's gonna look sick. It runs good, it drives good. We're putting a bigger radiator on it, so you can just do whatever you want with it. And if you call it a turd, you're a turd. So other than that, we're gonna wrap up this video. Thank you guys for watching. Not sure when the Ellis Nasty video is coming out, but it'll be soon. And we'll see you guys there. I'm gonna go eat some lunch. Here's the black and the white fill on their on their sixth. Is that what it is? Yep. On your sixth lunch? Wow. Wow.
He just doesn't know how to do a mediocre burnout.